What if the most harmless object in your home could destroy your life? A painting that brings fire wherever it hangs. A doll that whispers in the dark. A box so cursed that every person who opened it met their doom. These aren't horror movie props, they're real. And tonight, we're uncovering the haunted objects that destroyed their owners. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to Mystery Tales right now. Because every week, we uncover real stories that blur the line between legend and nightmare. Ready? Let's step into the shadows. In 2003, a man named Kevin Mannis bought an old wine cabinet from eBay. The seller claimed it once belonged to a Holocaust survivor who warned, "Never open it." Inside, nothing unusual, a few stones, a lock of hair, and a strange sense of dread. But soon after, nightmares began. Shadow figures crept at night, lights flickered. Everyone who touched the box fell ill, or worse. Paranormal experts later called it the Dybbuk Box, a container said to trap an evil spirit. Today, it sits sealed in a museum, never to be opened again. Some say it still hums at night. In the 1980s, firefighters in Britain kept finding the same haunting clue at fire scenes. Among the ashes, one painting always survived untouched: the Crying Boy. The painting became infamous. Families who owned it reported endless misfortune, sudden fires, financial ruin, and eerie crying sounds at night. Tabloids labeled it the Curse of the Crying Boy. A mass burning was arranged to destroy the paintings. But when the warehouse caught fire, all burned to ash except one, the original portrait, still missing to this day. In the 15th century, in a quiet Italian village, a young bride received a beautiful silver vase as a wedding gift. That night, she was found dead, still clutching it. Every new owner who possessed the vase met the same fate. Some died days later, others within hours. Authorities eventually sealed it away, placing a note inside that read, "Beware, this vase brings death." It's believed to be hidden deep within a vault somewhere in Italy. But if you ever stumble upon a silver vase with ancient carvings, you might want to walk away. You've seen the movies? But the real Annabelle story is far worse. In 1970, two nurses claimed their Raggedy Ann doll began moving on its own. They found notes in a child's handwriting.
A priest declared the doll was possessed, not by a little girl, but something darker.
Paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren locked it in a glass case. A visitor once mocked the doll and tapped the glass. On his way home, he crashed his motorcycle and died. The glass has never been opened again. The warning still hangs. Positively, do not open. Deep in Louisiana's Myrtles Plantation, an antique mirror is said to hold trapped souls. In the 1800s, tragedy struck the family who owned the estate, poisoned, their spirits lost. But after their funeral, staff noticed strange handprints and faces appearing inside the mirror. Even after cleaning, the prints return. Visitors claim to see pale figures watching from within, as if the glass is a window to the afterlife. These cursed objects remind us of one haunting truth. Evil doesn't always haunt places. Sometimes, it haunts things. Which of these stories gave you the chills? Comment below and tell us. Would you dare keep a haunted item in your home? And if you crave more real mysteries, ghost legends, and terrifying truths, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Because next week on Mystery Tales, we reveal the Mothman, real creature, or government experiment? Until then, keep your lights on.